Welcome back, guys, to more Jets franchise. This episode, we're going to be finishing out the regular season against the Patriots week 17 and the Buffalo Bills week 18. So we have back-to-back divisional matchups to end year number one. We are currently sitting at 6-9. We are not making the playoffs. We currently are the 14th seed in the AFC. So the AFC is a pretty tight overall conference. You get the Patriots, who are also 8-7, but they are 10th in the conference. Remember, if the top 7 teams, Ravens are sitting there at the 7th seed currently. Teams clinching the playoffs, like the Bills have already clinched the playoffs. Kansas City and Las Vegas have already clinched the playoffs. But it just, these last 2 weeks come down to who can win the division in both of these matchups. So if we beat playing the Patriots this week, again, we have another storyline for our key matchup. Let's see what our defensive or offensive coordinator says. I don't know who it is. Critical game this week. What are you seeing in the film? It's Stephen Meyer again. They have holes all across the offensive line. I don't see how they can stop us from dominating the trenches, run or pass. Let's show them different looks, stunts, and other complex movements. Throw the trenches in chaos and they crumble. All right, we've gotten to talk to Stephen Meyer a lot here. Stop the run first. Yeah, let's focus I agree. We're going to set up our defensive line for a big day today. Let's get to it, Coach. I'll start working on the practice for the week and make sure we're good to go. Players should be heading to the meeting room now. You get +2 finesse and power moves for this game. All right, we're in the meeting room. All right, Sutherland, we need to talk strategy for this week's matchup. This is a game we'll win in the trenches. We need pressure on every down. Whether it's run or pass, we have to get at it. Quinn Williams, challenge accepted, Coach. They can try and know me, but it won't matter. I can't be moved. About to be a problem. So we need to get him a TFO. Well, at least we know Williams is locked in. But this will take the full team. We'll be rotating guys to stay fresh. Outside of the line, we have to be prepared to clean up as plays break down. Nothing extra allowed. So yeah, we'll do weekly strategy and we'll see what happens. All right, we do suffer some injuries. Xavier Gibson, who's our usual return man, he'll catch a pass here and there. He's going to be out today with an ACL sprain. Marquise Haynes will also be out today with a back strain, so we're going to be without a backup guard. And our best returner, Leonard Taylor and Converse, our practical guys. Malachi Moore will miss today with a back strain as well. Upgrading for Olu Fashanu. He's been inconsistent at times. I would like for him to get better at, finesse rushers. So I think we're going to go agile here. He'll get up to an 81. He's got +3 morale, so he's playing up to an 81. He's really an 80 or a 78. He gets +1 awareness, pass block finesse, +2 run block, and run block finesse. We have an upgrade here for Will McDonald. He's got good power moves. He's really a pass rusher, not really a guy who can stop the run all too well. He's been all right. He's not really like dominating. He's just there, making plays every once in a while. But I need him to get better at rushing the passer. So we'll go with speed rusher. He'll get +1 awareness, block shed, and +2 finesse and power moves. So he's now up to 85 finesse, 76 power, +1 with the boosts. So it's a full Patriots team versus a little bit of injured Jets team. They have the 7th best scoring defense, 10th best pass defense. You guys should know we have the worst passing offense, but the 2nd best rushing offense. So and our defense is also really bad. So you can see why we're sitting at 6-9 and eliminated from the playoffs. But let's go ahead and jump to this game at home against the division rival Patriots. All right, here we are, week 17. 2 more games left to go in the season. We're at home going against our division rival, New England Patriots. We lost them earlier in this season on the road, but this time we're at home. Hopefully that gives us a little bit of an advantage. Patriots are looking to try to sneak into the playoffs. They sit at 8-7, currently on the outside looking in at the 10th seed. We are eliminated from the playoffs, so we're just playing for pride at this point. We're sitting at 6-9. Our season was over a little bit ago. Now we can kind of see what we've got, start some of younger guys, but we'll kick it off to the Patriots to start week 17. Here comes our Drake May season, over 3,000 yards, 16 touchdowns to only 9 picks. All right, first drive of the day. What will the Patriots do? They got I formation to start the game. Stretch left side, Ramondre Stevenson. Good blocks on the outside from the Patriots. Stevenson breaks a tackle. And it's finally pushed out after a 24-yard gain. Yeah, our run defense these last few weeks, it's been solid the entire season, but these last like 4 or 5 games, it's been absolutely awful. Underneath from Andre Stevenson, bad angle from Kaiser White, terrible angle from Sauce Gardner. Somehow he gets a first down on that play. Defense looking really bad right now. It's now 3rd down and 3. Can our defense get a stop on this opening drive? May rolls right underneath to an open Kendrick Bourne for the first down. Moves the chains. They're now inside the 20-yard line. 2nd and 4. RPO slant. Wide open Kendrick Bourne. Beats Sauce Gardner on the RPO. He just runs right past Gardner. Doesn't even move his feet at all. Just stands there. Yeah, he just runs right past him right down the slant. Easy play for the Patriots, and they strike first on their opening drive. With Xavier Gibson out, Xavier Thomas will return punts, and he fumbles the ball. All right, Azariah Thomas now steps in as the lead kick return and fumbles on his first kick return, and the Patriots get the ball back. We haven't had a fumble all season, and we get one here. Patriots get the ball at the 22. Yeah, we're taking out Azariah Thomas on kick returns there. First fumble of the season. It's a big one. We still have yet to touch the ball, and the Patriots could extend their lead to 2 scores. Ramondre Steven gets on the outside. They are just absolutely blocking these run plays perfectly. They're blocking our linebackers. They're blocking our corners. Defense can't get a push. It's terrible. It's just awful right now. And now I got it at the 4, handoff up the middle. We finally make a play. Second to go, we're blitzing the linebackers. Sauce Gardner allows another touchdown. It's touchdown to the newly acquired Stephon Diggs. And that's going to extend their lead to 14 here. I mean, it's a little in route. Those are tough to guard. Stephon Diggs, yeah, he got in there. Touchdown. New England, and they're going to be up 14-0, and we haven't even touched the ball yet. We'll now have Isaiah Oliver taking over returning duties. At least he doesn't fumble. Gets it to the 29-yard line. Offense finally steps out onto the field. Justin Fields season. He's got 20 touchdowns, 12 picks, 2,500 yards on the season. Yeah, and we get our first snap, and we're already down 14-0 here. 1st and 10 handoff. Breece Hall, he's got space. Breece Hall, first down. When we are got to be one of the best run blocking teams in the league. Pass blocking, however, it's a completely different story, but Breece Hall gets first down yardage. 1st and 10, play action. Fields is going to scramble. Gets outside the QB spy, gets 8 yards. And the crowd is booing here. Face a 3rd down and 2. Fields is going to step up. Fields is going to scramble. He's got space. Patriots did not leave a spy. Fields dives forward. It's finally down at the 29-yard line. 1st and 10. Underneath, Lazard for Justin Fields' first completion for 7 yards. All right, after the incompletion, we face a 3rd and 3 here. We're going to motion Lazard. So we're going to hit Arian Smith, the rookie from Georgia, makes the grab. He's inside the 5-yard line, tackled out of bounds at the 4. Now 1st and goal at the 4 here. We're going to run counter. Give Breece Hall. Breece Hall somehow got out of that. Breece Hall breaks another tackle. And they're going to mark him short at the 1-yard line. His butt's down right there. The ball is just short. Like inches short. 2nd and goal from the 1. Braylon Allen will check into the game. Motion Rucker to the left side. Beck's in the game. Handoff. Braylon Allen in the end zone. Took a ton of hits there, but uses his strength and all 230 of his frame there to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Braylon Allen. And we score on our opening offensive drive, but we're still down by they still have a touchdown lead. Handoff Stevenson. Look at that blocking by the receivers. It's absolutely unbelievable. I didn't change the sliders at all. They're just not missing a block or anything. Read option. Finally, we get him for a loss of 2. It's Jamie Sherwood. Last play of the first quarter. Drake May's going to run. Drake May's going to scramble. He's got space. May runs into his own teammate. Holds on through the contact of Quincy Williams. But that's going to conclude the first quarter. Defense has been atrocious today. Not being able to get any sort of sheds on the run plays. They're just thinking and dunking it down the field. We're still down by 7. The defense, we got to step up. We got to get a turnover. First and 10. They're going to pass underneath. Stephon Diggs gets the first down. Breaks the tackle. Down at the 19. Drake May over 63 yards. Second and 6. Handoff at the middle. Ramondre Stevenson jukes that defender. Throws. Jesus Christ. He's got 86 yards on 7 carries. This run defense has been absolutely awful. All right, can the defense make a goal line stand at the 2-yard line? They're going to go I formation again. Handoff. Stevenson in the end zone. Touchdown, Patriots. They've scored on every drive. They scored a touchdown on every drive. I mean, their run blocking is just impeccable. The receivers are blocking like none other. Handoff up the middle. Touchdown, Patriots. Looking at the rushing leaders, Breece Hall is still currently leading the league with 1,400, just 35 yards above Saquon Barkley. Second and 8. Fields is going to scramble. Fields! Patriots left all that open space in the middle of the field, and Fields was going to slide. They are not containing Justin Fields whatsoever. Scrambles up the middle into Patriot territory at the 40-yard line. First and 10, play action. Fields is going to have to roll out. Fields is going to have to scramble again. Fields ducks out of bounds. Gain of 8. Means receivers aren't getting open. Second and 2. First give. Breece Hall on the drive. Nice blocking from Tittman. Down at the 23-yard line. Then Fields. Again, we'll have to roll out. Fields this time just throws it away. Incomplete. Second and 10. Screen to Breece Hall. Patriots try to read that. Good blocking. Breece Hall. I should have kept that outside. I was thinking that could have been a touchdown. That's my fault. End of 9, 3rd and 1. Breece Hall takes the play off. Isaiah Davis will check in the game on 3rd and 1. But to give Braylon Allen, who cannot get the first down, injury timeout for Jabril Peppers. We'll stop the clock. 4th and 1, we got to go for it. Defense is just not getting stops. We gotta go for it here on 4th and 1. Stretch. Braylon Allen gets the first down. Second and 10 at the 11. Fields looking underneath. Garrett Wilson's wide open. That's a bad throw by Justin Fields. Dude, he's got to make these fucking outside throws. 3rd and 4 after what should have been a touchdown. 3rd and 4, Fields outside. Garrett Wilson again. This time he's in the end zone. Touchdown. Jets. Nice little pick play. 2 guys kind of run in front of Garrett Wilson as he goes in the back with them and gets in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. And Mevis's kick is up, and it is good. And we have brought it back down to the touchdown game. But how long will that last? How long will that last? We'll see. Defense, we got to step up. Because we're not getting pressure just sending 4 guys. We got to send multiple at a time there, as it doesn't matter. May gets hit, delivers a throw to Kendrick Bourne, first down. Like I was saying, create one-on-ones with their offensive line. Apparently it's a weak point so far that we haven't used that to our advantage. May's got time over the middle to an open. Pop Douglas breaks the tackle of Stevens, and just like that, Patriots score. See what I mean? How am I supposed to win the game when they can just willingly score on any drive? They could score at will, dude. I mean, he's open on a slant. Tony Adams gets spun out of his shoes. Brandon Stevens can't make the tackle. Jesus Christ, just piss poor tackling today. Patriots are up 14 again. All right, that 7-point deficit lasted 38 seconds on the last shot. See what I mean, dude? I mean, it doesn't matter. We could score on every drive on our own, but it wouldn't matter. Play action. Fields back, and he's sacked. Keon White was somehow unblocked. An edge rusher just remains unblocked on the outside. That's a loss of 6. 2nd and 16. Play action. Fields Breece Hall out of the backfield. Breece Hall will get 10 yards on the catch. And that is the 2-minute warning. We face a third down on offense, but if we convert this and score on a touchdown, I don't think it really matters. Patriots will score anyways. 6 as they go prevent defense on third down. That's an easy first down to Josh Reynolds, the veteran. Reynolds makes a man miss. Reynolds is finally brought down. Could have had a touchdown there. Just dink and dunk it down. I don't know why the CPU runs prevent defense with 2 minutes left. So, I mean, look at what we're just getting chunk plays. They're just letting us get big plays. Watch this. We're going to run on this front. Then hand off Breece Hall up the middle. Breece Hall's got big gain. Breece Hall first down. Motion Breece Hall. We're going to hit Garrett Wilson on the slant. Wilson's got the first down inside the 10. First and goal from the 7. Fields over the middle. Mason Taylor's wide open in the end zone. Touchdown Jets. That's Justin Fields' second passing touchdown of the day. This one was super easy to Mason Taylor. Middle of the field, rookie gets a touchdown, and look at that. We scored on all 3 of our drives, and we're still losing. We score a touchdown every drive, and we're still down by 7. Just think about how that is unbelievable to think about. That shows how terrible our defense is, but we'll take it here. And that will go into halftime. We are still in this game. Patriots have scored every time they've touched the ball, and somehow we're still in this game. And we get the ball to start the second half. So we could easily tie this game up with our defense allowing a score on almost every drive, excluding obviously that most recent one because there was 17 seconds left. But we'll go into halftime down by 7. Halftime report around the league. We got the Arizona Cardinals, surprising team in the NFL, sitting 11-4. Burrow hits play action, steps up in the pocket, fires to an open wide receiver. Guess who it is? It's Amari Cooper. Breaks a tackle. Bengals win this one 24-21. The Bengals are trying to somehow salvage their season, although I think it's over. They kind of hurt the Cardinals' chances. They fall to 11-5. Houston Texans sitting at 8-7. Chargers, disappointing season, 4-11. Stroud hands it off to Mixon. Mixon takes it, jukes out his Chargers defender. Texans win this one 28-21. Texans 9-7, and the Chargers' disappointing season is getting that much closer to ending. We got the 9-6 Baltimore Ravens versus the 10-5 Green Bay Packers. Check out the highlight here. Love rolls out right. Love takes it himself. Never mind, he flips it in the end zone to a wide open touchdown. Matthew Golden. Packers win this one in a low-scoring affair, 14-13. Lamar only 66 yards through the air. And there's a look at the playoff picture. You see the Broncos, Texans, and Patriots currently sitting 8-7. The Ravens are at 9-6, and they did just lose. So Patriots need to win this game if they want to increase their odds of making the postseason. Look at the stats. Drake May has thrown 9 passes. He has 144 yards and 3 touchdowns. A third of his passes are touchdowns, which is not good. But we'll get the ball to start the second half, and we're looking to tie this one. 1st and 10. And Breece Hall for 4 yards. And Breece Hall is hurt on the play. Yeah, he got hurt last week, missed a little bit of time. I guess it's that wear and tear in the season. It's kind of finally catching up to him. We'll check out of the game. 2nd down 6. Outside, Garrett Wilson's open. Same play that got us the touchdown. And the Patriots have an injury themselves. It's to Milton Williams. 2 plays, 2 injuries. Start this game. He's going to exit the stadium here. It's bruised ribs for Breece Hall. We're going to keep Braylon Allen back in the game. No need to try to injure Breece Hall. Just then, handoff. Braylon Allen cuts back left. Braylon Allen breaks the tackle. Braylon Allen powers for a first down. Doesn't matter who we put in the game. We can still run the ball. Braylon Allen picks up the first down. 1st and 10. Curl route for Lazard. Sits down in the zone. Gets 9 yards on first down. 2nd and 1. We're going to give Braylon Allen. Elijah Vera Tucker couldn't block him, and Lazard is hurt. A lot of our players are getting hurt. That's not a good one. We're already short a receiver, Xavier Gibson. 3rd and 2. Outside. Ruckert Can't hold on to the ball. Nice play there, Robert Spillane, incomplete. I don't get what's the point of subbing out the player if they're just going to come back in 2 plays. It's bruised ribs. Stay out of the game. And it's a bruised shoulder for Lazard, too. Substitute Malachi Corley. Swear to God, if he comes back in the game next drive. We're going to attempt a field goal here. Mevis, yeah, that's going to be no good. Why would I even attempt a field goal there? Why would I even attempt a field goal there? Patriots are... I should have gone for it. I don't know why I'm kicking a field goal 53-yard, yeah. I can't kick field goals longer than 50 yards. I just can't. It just moves way too fucking fast. Which is a critique I have. Not saying, yeah, it should move fast, but it's a home game. It shouldn't move as fast on a home game. I get if it's a road game. Can we bring this guy down? Jesus Christ. Down like 10%, a little bit. Play action, Drake May underneath Ramondre Stevenson. Look at that, we made a tackle. 3rd down 6. Can this be the stop our defense needs to get? 3rd down and 6. May's looking. May overshoots his intended target. Incomplete. That's the stop the defense needed. First stop of the day. And Lazard's back in the game. Okay, well at least he's not fucking dying out there like Breece Hall was. 10. It's going to be a screen of Lazard. Lazard breaks a tackle. Breaks another tackle. Lazard! Showing his strength that breaks 2 Patriots tackles for the first down. Braylon Allen back in the game. Big hole for Braylon Allen. First down into Patriot territory. 1st and 10, play action. Fields is going to step up. Fields is going to scramble again. They are not setting spies for Justin. I don't get why he's diving. But he gets the first down. Fields today is 5 rushes, 80 yards. 2nd and 6, Fields. Underneath. Josh Reynolds makes another grab. Josh Reynolds jukes out a defender down at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 8. Motion Lazard there. Hit it over the middle. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown number 2 for Garrett Wilson on the day. Man, that's a pretty good play. That's a pretty good play. And we're in the end zone. We're going to tie this game up at 28 apiece. Garrett Wilson's continuing his great season. He wants guys to celebrate him. Our guys are just, going to the sideline there. It's an RPO, nice little slant play. 51 does not react to it at all. Because Fields fakes him out there. And we're going to tie this game at 28 apiece. Reminder, Stevenson has 10 rushes, 97 yards. Yeah, and a touchdown. He's averaging almost a first down a carry. They should just run the ball with him if they want. They can just run stretch and just throw it whoever Brandon Stevens is guarding. Pretty much, that's really all they need to do. 1st and 10. May passes and he's hit as he throws, gets the ball out. Incomplete. Quinn Williams making his name known today. 3rd and long for the Patriots. Defense is finally showing up. Can they show up on this 3rd and long? 3rd 11, it's a pass. May's looking. May over. Oh my God, Kendrick Bourne, one-handed snag. They're going to mark him inches short though. And they're going to punt the ball. Defense with another great stop there. Unless they fake this. This would be an insane fake. And it's not. It's going to be an actual punt. We hit the punter. I tried to call a fair catch. We don't get it. I have roughing the kicker off because earlier in the season, just roughing the kicker happened a lot. Garrett Wilson today has 6 targets, 6 catches, 54 yards, but he's got 2 touchdowns on the day. All right, it's 1st and 10. Tyler Griff, Braylon Allen. Look at all that open field. Braylon Allen. First down, moves the chains. 1st down and 10. Fields, short. Arian Smith, 2nd grab of the day. This one goes for a 1st down. 1st and 10. Fields. Oh, that's the wrong button. There's a flag. It's on New England. That was the wrong button. I meant to throw to X. I pressed the wrong button, but we got bailed out. Pass interference on the defense. We'll accept that. We have it at the 6-yard line. That was an absolute bail. I meant to throw it up to Taylor, but I kind of panicked there and pressed circle. But it's first and goal. Fields is dancing in the pocket and is brought down on the play there. All right, third and goal from the 6. Can our offense capitalize? Fields is hit. Incomplete. But it's fourth and goal from the 6. We're just going to kick this field goal. Almost blocked. We'll take the lead 31-28. Defense is finally stepping up. So I feel confident kicking the field goal. And we'll take the lead for the first time today with 36 seconds left in this third. We've taken the lead for the first time today. They'll start with an RPO. Pop Douglas. There is a flag, however. It's going to be roughing the passer. It's just going to be. That's the only penalty they'll call. Yep. It could be a run play, and they'll call it. That's the only penalty that they've called these last few episodes, is roughing the passer. Me. That's the CPU. Give for Ramondre Stevenson. Big tackle. Kaiser White lost to 1. And that concludes this third quarter. At the beginning of the game, it was looking like it was going to be another blowout. But offense scored in every drive in the first half. Defense is finally starting to show some sort of resemblance of a defense in this second half. We have a lead. It's a slim one. Defense, need to make another stop here. Second 11. Screen pass to Hunter Henry, the tight end. First time we've called his name. Gets 3 yards. Passing defense. We have the worst passing defense. We've only allowed 157 yards. But it's third down and 8. Can this Jet defense come up clutch? Third and 8. They're going to motion Hunter Henry to the left. May's got time. May underneath. Passes high, but it's caught Stephon Diggs. First down, New England. First and 10. May drops back underneath. Again, it's Stephon Diggs. Gain of 8. Second and 2. Drake May looking, and Drake May is sacked by Will McDonald. Made the big mistake of roughing the passer earlier. Gets a big sack of 8 yards. And the Patriots face a third and long here. They're in field goal range, so they can tie the game. Drake May, short, steps out of bounds. Demario Douglas, that's going to be a field goal. Borregales on to kick the field goal to tie it up at 31 apiece. Splits the uprights, and we're all tied up. 31-31. Defense bends, but does not break on that drive. All right, now look at the QB rushing yards. Lamar Jackson has officially overtaken Justin Fields. We'll see what it looks like after this game. Fields has got to be close to 100 yards today. First and 10. Breece Hall is still out of this game, but it's a gift to Braylon Allen. Good blocking. Braylon Allen runs over to defender. You can't bring this guy down. If you watched any of him play at Wisconsin, which I did because I'm a Hawkeyes fan. This guy was a monster. First and 10 here. Now they give Braylon Allen good blocks. Good blocks on the outside. Braylon Allen gets the first down in the Patriot territory. Second and 10. Give Braylon Allen up the middle. Second and 10 run. Not usually a popular play call, but with the way we've been running the ball, we'll take those 7 yards. Braylon Allen a little slow to get up. But third and 3. Fields is going to scramble, and Fields is going to get it. Fields slides. Easy first down for Justin Fields. Moving the chains. They have not been able to stop the QB scramble today. Fields is taking full advantage of it. Second down and 9. Fields over the middle. Lazard, who is draped, but makes the catch. First down, New York. First and 10 from the 11 stretch. Braylon Allen, Patriots read that one. Loss of 2. Harold Landry all over that one. Second and 12. Fields wide open. Garrett Wilson again. Third straight touchdown for Garrett Wilson. Put those 3s up. He's got 3 touchdowns today. Does a somersault. I believe that's a somersault. I don't know. But Garrett Wilson ran into the linebacker in the middle of the field. We stayed patient. Great blocking by the offensive line. Garrett Wilson, 3 touchdowns today, and that's Fields' 4th pass. I want to say that's his 4th or 3rd passing touchdown of the day. And we have taken the lead with less than 2.5 minutes left. All right, defense, you've only allowed a field goal this whole second half. Let's hold him to no points here. Drake May drops back. Drake May's got time. Short outside to an open Hunter Henry. Steps out of bounds. 2nd and 6. May drops back. Short! To Austin Hooper. Will McDonald was there in coverage. Forces the incompletion. And it's 3rd down and 6. Defense, can we get a stop? Antonio Gibson's in the game. May, 3 straight passes. Short! Oh my gosh. Thought that would have been bad at the line of scrimmage, but Drake May completes it to Mario Douglas for the 1st down. And that is the 2-minute warning. Defense, try and hold on. We're up 38-31 over the Patriots. Drake May, short over the middle to Hunter Henry, passes behind him. It's 3rd down and 2. They elect to not use a timeout. 3rd and 2. It's a screen. Great play call. We blitzed the linebacker. Stevenson's got space. 1st down to 35. Patriots use their 1st timeout. Minute and a half now. New England. Drake May is pressured. Gets outside Stevenson. Breaks the tackle. Jesus. 3rd and 1. They're not going to use their timeout. Drake May's got time. May on the run. Throws it incomplete. It's 4th and 1. 4th and 1 for the Patriots. If they do not get this, this could be the game. I formation. Handoff. Stevenson, and he's met! It's Jermaine Johnson, and we'll take over with 1:05 left. Injury timeout. Why do they still have timeouts? They should not have timeouts. But the defense comes up clutch. Now we just cannot. Why do the Patriots should lose a timeout? Why do they still have 2? Handoff, Braylon Allen, 1st down ends in, and 1st down's going to end it. Braylon Allen puts this game on ice. He has over 100 yards on 15 carries. From the beginning, it looked like the Patriots were going to blow us out. They scored 28 in the 1st half. Defense only allows a field goal in the 2nd half. Offense was almost perfect through that entire game. We win 38-31. We get our revenge on New England, and that could end their playoff hopes. Patriots now sitting 8-8 on the season. It was Justin Fields in the passing game. The run game, they couldn't stop it. Braylon Allen had over 100 yards. Garrett Wilson had 3 touchdowns. All around, amazing performance from both sides of the ball. We'll check out player stats. This is by far Fields' best game. 20 of 26, 200 yards, 76% completion percentage, 4 touchdowns for Fields. 3 of them were to Garrett Wilson. 1 of them was to Mason Taylor. Rushing, Breece Hall got hurt, got subbed out, missed the rest of the game, but it was Braylon Allen. 15 carries, 106 yards, and a touchdown. Justin Fields also with another really good game through the ground. 7 attempts, 88 yards. He had 2 rushes of 20-plus yards receiving. It was Garrett Wilson with 7 catches for 68 yards and 3 touchdowns. Lazard, 4 catches, 40 yards. Mason Taylor only had 3 catches for only 9 yards, but had a touchdown. Reynolds, 2 grabs for 35. 2 catches for 30 for Arian Smith. Ruckert had a drop. 1 sack allowed, and guess what? It was from John Simpson. Who else would it be? Defensively, Tony Adams, 10 tackles. You usually don't want your safeties to be the guys who lead your team in tackles. Sherwood had 8. Sauce Gardner had 7. TFLs, 2 for Will McDonald and Jamie Sherwood. Jermaine Johnson, Tony Adams, Quincy Williams, and Kaiser White. Will McDonald had the only sack. Interceptions, no interceptions. Pass deflection for Will McDonald. No forced fumbles. Mevis, I missed the 50-yarder. I suck at field goals. We didn't punt once. Isaiah Davis did end up returning a majority of the kicks. 3 kick returns, 74 yards. Oliver had 1 punt return. But what a game by our defense. Only allowed 3 points in that entire second half. Offense was on fire. We didn't score on only, I want to say, 1 drive. 2 drives, actually. On 2 drives. Offense was impeccable. Defense, second half, played the best they had in a long time. And we'll win this key matchup in the divisional. And we'll move to 7-9. All right, coming out of the game, we have an upgrade for Armand Membo after that game. He's not really the best run blocker. You know what? Let's go power. Let's go power for Armand Membo. He gets +2 awareness, +1 pass block, +3 run block, and +1 run block power. So some nice upgrades there for him on Membo. He looks really good right now because of his boosts that we have for our weekly game plan. He's playing up to an 83 right now. Joe Tippmann, our starting center, also has an upgrade. He's the 9th ranked center, so he's a top 10 center in the league. Let's go power with him as well. Another power upgrade. He gets +2 impact and +2 run block power, +4 to pass block, +1 to pass block power. So there we go. His pass block rating now looks pretty good. He also looks pretty good because of his boosted ratings. Arian Smith, who had a career high in, I want to say, catches. I think he had 2 catches. Again, his hands still aren't very good, but we're getting him more playing time. Hopefully we can get that up. We're going to go playmaker. Because if I remember correctly, playmaker is really OP. He gets +2 to catch and traffic, medium route running and release, +5 to spec catch, +1 awareness, ball carrier vision, deep route. We don't get catching, but still a lot of good upgrades for Arian Smith. He's going to be seeing the field a lot more. He's been seeing the field a lot more these last few weeks. And then an upgrade for our backup left tackle, Carter Warren. I think we're just going to go pass protector for him. He's also got to boost some morale because of the way we've been running the ball and that big win. He gets +1 awareness, pass block, +2 to pass block power. All right, we're in the press conference after that big victory over the Patriots. Great win. Seems like we had a clear game plan. What made the biggest difference today? We had to win this one in the trenches. There was no doubt that what our path to victory was. When we brought it into the team, Quinton loved the approach and helped dial our defense in. Definitely dialed in that second half. That first half was terrible. I took that challenge personally. While it didn't show in the box score, I know my presence set my teammates up to win this one. It was a well-deserved win all around. Any last comments on what this meant for the team? Praise the front office, or this was for the fans? Let's go, this one was for the fans. This was a big win for the community. The fans have been looking for a statement game, and I think we delivered. All right, here in the final week of the season, the Buffalo Bills, a home game. We beat them earlier in this year. We've beaten some pretty good teams. We've beaten Buffalo. We've beaten the Ravens. This game doesn't matter to us at all. We're 7-9, and we are the 13th seed. That's insane. We're the 13th best team, and we're 7-9. That just shows you how crowded this AFC is. But some more teams clinch the playoffs. It's just Miami clinches the playoffs, so the AFC East will have 2 representatives. And we still have to see who can win the AFC South or who will win the AFC North. It's between Pittsburgh and Baltimore for the North, and it's between, Jacksonville could win. I don't know what that situation is looking like. The Colts are 9-7. Texans are 9-7. Jacksonville's 8-8. Oh, we have a weekly award winner. It was for Justin Fields, his first of this season. He went 20 of 26, 201 passing yards. Not a lot of passing yards. 4 touchdowns passing, but he had 88 yards on the ground on 7 carries. Gets some AFC Offensive Player of the Week. We've gotten a few of those. But again, we have no scenario this week. It's again just weekly strategy and jump into this game against the Bills, who are currently without their long snapper, their starting linebacker, Matt Milano, and then their acquired Isaiah Likely, who they got earlier in the season from the Ravens. Look at what their team is looking like. Look at that. They have the second best scoring offense, second best passing offense, 8th best rushing offense. Their defense, it's good. It's a good enough defense considering what their offense is. But they have the 13th ranked scoring defense, 20th ranked pass defense, 22nd ranked rush defense. We, however, jump into 9th for points per game. We are still last in the league in passing, but we are second in the league in rushing. Last in the league in defensive points, defensive yards, but rushing yards, we're still somehow 16th in the league, so we're dead average in that. So, yeah, we'll do weekly training, weekly strategy, and I'll tell you guys. But, there's something I forgot to do. I forgot to do the weekly recap last week. Sorry. I forgot about it. I just wanted to get into the game really badly. But we have a weekly recap this week. See what happened around the league. You obviously know what happened in this game. Defense showed up. Second half offense was almost unstoppable. only didn't score on 2 drives there. Garrett Wilson had a 3-touchdown performance for him. Checking out the other games, we got the 9-6 Chicago Bears versus the 9-6 San Francisco 49ers. These teams are probably fighting for a playoff spot. Stretch right side, jukes out a Bears defender, gets in the end zone. 49ers win this one 20-14. Brock Purdy outduels Caleb Williams. Can't really see who that is. We got the 11-4 Cardinals versus the 6-9 Cincinnati Bengals. We saw this game at halftime, so it's the same play, I would assume, to Amari Cooper. We saw the Bengals end up winning this one 24-21. Cardinals 11-5. Bengals 7-9. They're eliminated from the playoffs. They cannot make it, but they'll take that win against the top NFC team in the Cardinals. And that's it for the weekly recap this week. As we currently look at the playoff picture, the Cardinals are still the number 1 seed in the NFC, but the Buffalo Bills have jumped into the number 1 seed in the AFC. The Raiders were the number 1 seed in the AFC for a while, are now actually in 5th. Well, they're not in 5th. They're the 5th seed because the Chiefs are first in the division, so that automatically means they are not going to get a top 5 or top 4 seed. This could change, obviously. There's still one more game of the season, but currently you got Chiefs versus Texans, Steelers versus Dolphins, Colts versus Raiders. Cardinals still hold on to the first round bye. You got the Packers versus the Bears. That would be a fun wild card matchup. You got the Commanders versus the 49ers. Then you have the Buccaneers versus the Rams. So that is what the playoff picture is currently looking like. All right, we do have injuries. Most of these guys aren't on our practice squad, but Sauce Gardner, he did allow a touchdown last week, but outside of that, he had a slow start, and he's been one of the best corners in the league the rest of the season. But he's going to miss his final game of the season with a turf toe injury. So that's unfortunate. But we do get some upgrades for some of the guys here. We get an upgrade for Jermaine Johnson. He got superstar dev in the preseason in minicamp. When he got superstar dev, I was expecting him to have a breakout season. He hasn't really had a breakout season. Yeah, he's been pretty good at stopping the run. I want to get more pass rush, so we're going to go power rusher here for Jermaine Johnson. Gets him up to an 82 overall. He'll get +1 awareness, finesse, play rec, +2 to power moves, and +1 to pursuit. So that gives him 85 power moves and 83 block shedding. And we have another upgrade for Olu Fashanu, our starting left tackle here. I think we're just going to go power. Let's go his top archetype, power. He'll get +1 awareness, +1 pass block, and +3 to run block power. That is all of the training stuff we have this week. Like you said, we'll be without Sauce Gardner. So pass defense is the worst in the league, and it's going to get worse with Sauce Gardner. So that means Michael Carter will probably have to play this week. Unfortunate. But, you got to do what you got to do. Guys got to step up. All right, we're going to be making a change to the starting lineup. It's the final week of the season. Tony Adams, as of right now, looks like he's not going to be re-signed. This guy has been terrible. He's been missing tackles. He's not very good in coverage. So I think we're going to actually end up putting Malachi Moore in there. He has a higher chance of playing next season on this team than Tony Adams. So I think we figured we might as well see what we got in there, Malachi Moore. And with Sauce Gardner out, Michael Carter is going to be slotted in at CB2. Ezra Thomas will be CB3. He'll be in the slot. So maybe that means Quantez Stiggers will get some gameplay. But let's go ahead and jump into this game against the 12-4 Buffalo Bills. All right, before we jump into the game, I want to try to make one more re-signing before we go ahead and jump into the game against Buffalo. Andre Cisco, he's been a pretty solid starter. He's made some nice tackles. He's been good in coverage. He's made some guys drop balls. I think he's going to be a player I would want to bring back. So we're going to offer him here. We went a little bit player-friendly. We were only going to give him a 3-year deal here. However, he's going to be wanting about $6 to upwards to $7 million in his contract. So we're going to offer this to Cisco, and he says, I'd sign today if there was some way to improve how this team aligns to my interests. So we're not going to be able to resign him before we go into offseason, but he's really the only guy that I want to bring back. Brian Breece has no interest. Tony Adams has interest, but I do not want Tony Adams back on this team. Quincy Williams, I would want to bring back, but he's 29. We'll see how the offseason or how regression treats him. Derek Anati, again, that's super expensive for a player who's made minimal impact. I mean, he's made a few nice run stops, but that's about it. John Simpson's been terrible. Alan Lazard doesn't want to be back. Gibson is somebody I would want to bring back, but he doesn't want to be back. Ruckert is somebody who I would want to bring back, doesn't want to come back. Your sense get theme. Guys that I want to bring back are the guys that do not want to come back. I also wouldn't maybe mind bringing Kaiser White back on a 1-year deal. Bring back some depth guys. Josh Myers, somebody I wouldn't mind bringing back. I wouldn't mind bringing back some of these depth guys. But there's a theme. A lot of these guys do not want to come back that I want to bring back. So that means we could overpay for some players, or we could just look for free agency and see who's available for agency. We could look to the draft. Like I said, YouTube, I will live stream it. So if you guys want to go ahead and watch the live stream, maybe put in your input on what you think you should do. Help me guys on the team. You guys are my assistant GMs. You guys can leave in the comment section below. Who do you think we should trade? Who do you think we should draft? Who we should trade for? But yeah, the Twitch should be on the screen here. I want to let you guys know you guys can hop in the off season, which I don't know when I'll edit or I'll do the off season, but if you go ahead and follow and ring, or there should be a bell notification, you'll know when I go live. But let's go ahead and jump into the final game of year 1 against the 12-4 Buffalo Bills. Final game of year 1, and it's a snow game. It's snowing here in Buffalo. This is the first snow game of the season or series. We did have a rain game against Carolina. It was a low-scoring game. I kind of forgot that the snow game was a thing, and obviously it's late in the season. It's Buffalo. There's going to be snow. So you may not see a lot of passing highlights, maybe a lot of running the ball, short yard passes. Bills clinched the playoff spot, so this game doesn't really matter to them. They honestly probably should just play their backups in this game. But maybe they'll play the starters. Maybe somehow they can lose the number 1 seed, so I wouldn't be surprised if they keep their starters in. But let's go ahead and start this snow game. I literally can't even see anything. Oh my god, this is absolutely insane. Here steps out Justin Fields. Had one of his best games as a Jet last week. He's got 24 touchdowns, 12 picks. Yeah, look, you can barely even see past the second level, the linebackers. It's going to be a heavy dose of the run here. We'll start with a give here to Breece Hall. Breaks a tackle. Brought down, gain of 4, and there's an injury immediately for the Bills at Shaq Thompson. It's now 3rd down and 6. Oh my gosh, I can barely see my receivers. 3rd down and 6. Fields breaks the tackle. Fields is sacked for a loss. Incomplete. They got there pretty quick, and that's going to have to be a punt. But we'll see how the defense performs in the snow. Obviously, we haven't played a snow game. We played a rain game earlier in the season against the Panthers, and we blew them out. Or it wasn't even close. You see a slip there. That's going to be a theme of the day. A lot of slipping and a lot of running the ball is going to be our offense. 2nd and 4, give. James Cook breaks the tackle. James Cook's got the speed, gets the 1st down. 2nd and 6, play action. Josh Allen, short to an open tight end, makes the grab. It's Dawson Knox. 1st and 10, 2 straight play action. Josh Allen's launching it downfield in the snow. It's incomplete. It's Azariah Thomas, the rookie, makes the play. Now 3rd down and 9 for Buffalo here in this snow game. Allen launches it deep to James Cook in the end zone. It's incomplete. Brandon Stevens in the coverage. Defense got there, forced maybe not the pass he wanted. It's incomplete. 4th and 9, and they're going to punt this one from their own 35. Yeah, this is going to be a low-scoring game. There's going to be no highlights. I can already tell. Wisniewski's punt downs us at the 9-yard line. QB rushing yards. Fields now takes back the crown over Lamar Jackson. He almost has 700 on the season. 10 will start the run. Breece Hall's got some space. Breece Hall jukes up Bills defender. Breece Hall, middle of the field. I don't know where the end zone is, but he's going to take it there. Touchdown, Jets. And look at that. Breece Hall, one cut, and he's gone. What a play in the snow. He's eating the snow. Jesus Christ. That's disgusting. But look at Breece Hall. Just a simple run up the middle. Makes one Bills defender's miss. And he takes it all the way. Look at that. Jukes out. Two Bills defenders. And takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown Jets. Mevis' extra point will sneak in there. Because when you kick a field goal in the snow, the thing is also going like this, and you can't control it. So you got to time that up too. That makes it extra tough. Look at the MVP award. It's a three-way race between Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, and Jordan Love. 3rd and 1. Josh Allen handoff. James Cook. Nice tackle. Malachi Moore, the rookie making his first start, makes a big tackle in the open field. That was Tony Evans. That would have been a first down. It's going to be a Bills punt. Breece Hall has over 1,500 yards on the season, 12 touchdowns. We'll see what he finishes on the season after this game. 2nd and 6. Play action. Fields is rolling right. Fields is hit by Gregory Rousseau, and that's going to be a sack. Yeah, maybe we don't pass it this entire game because we tried to pass it twice. We've gotten sacked twice. Rolled right into Dorian Strong there. He didn't. That wasn't even Dorian. That was Greg Rousseau. I don't know why they're giving Dorian Strong the highlight play. Looking at the receptions leader, they have the leading receiving in catches. Khalil Shakur has 90. No receiver has 100. You got Matthew Golden, the rookie there, and Devontae Adams, the former Packer, in 3rd. Outside, Keon Coleman makes the grab. 2nd and 2, draw to James Cook. Somehow he gets first down out of that. 1st and 10, handoff. James Cook, and Quincy Williams is all over that TFL. And that is it for your first quarter. We have the lead 7-0. Thank you to Breece Hall for that big touchdown because we haven't been able to do anything else on offense. We've tried to pass it twice. We've gotten sacked twice. So thank God we have Breece Hall, dude. I don't know where we would be without Breece Hall. But we have a 7-0 lead in the snow. Also, the Bills are getting a new stadium, so I don't know if in year 2 they'll have the updated stadium. Hopefully they do. That'd be cool. 3rd and 4, blitz. Allen over the middle to Khalil Shakur, makes the grab. In the snow, that's a big gain, and there's an injury for Quincy Williams on the play. 1st and 10, Allen underneath. James Cook slips and makes the defender miss somehow as well. Gets the first down. It's a bruised hand for Quincy Williams. We're going to sub in Zaire Barnes. So Zaire Barnes will check in the game. On 1st and 10, play action. Josh Allen's got time. Short to the fullback, Reggie Gilliam. TFL by Zaire Barnes, who comes into the game. And the Bills face a 3rd and goal from the 8. Can they score? Josh Allen passes it outside. Breaks the tackle, Khalil Shakur, and he's in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo, and they will tie this game beginning of this second quarter. It's the NFL's leading receptions leader, Khalil Shakur, with the touchdown. The rookie, Azariah Thomas, can't quite bring him down. And Buffalo ties this one 7 apiece. Breece Hall on the day has 5 carries, already 100 yards. And a touchdown for the league's leading rusher. And it's 3rd and 4. We're going to have to pass it on 3rd and 4. Going to motion Breece Hall outside. Fields looking. Breece Hall out of the flat. The corner's right there. He doesn't make the play. Christian Benford again can't bring down Breece Hall. Breaks a few more tackles. Down at the 44. And there's an injury to starting left guard John Simpson. Backup Marquise Haynes will take his place. Order. So they give up the middle. Breece Hall. Breece Hall breaks the tackle. Breece Hall spun forward. Breece Hall over 124 yards already. Breece Hall back into the game. Read option. Justin Fields keeps this one. Justin Fields to the outside. Justin Fields out of bounds at the 11. That's his first carry of the day. Breece Hall back in the game on 1st and 10. A little misdirection. Breece Hall, good blocking. Breece Hall, 9 yards at the 2-yard line. He's got 133 yards already on 8 attempts. We're going to pass it here. Jeremy Rucker out of the flat. Cannot make the tough catch. With Cole Bishop all up in there. That's going to be incomplete. It's be 4th and 1. 4th and 1. We're going to keep our offense out there. Come on, we just need a yard. 4th and 1, handoff. Breece Hall, he will get it, and he gets in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, his 2nd rushing touchdown of the season. You see, Fields is excited about that one. And that's his 2nd touchdown of the day. I didn't even see if he was in the end zone there. Touchdown, Jets. We'll take the lead back. All right, Bills offense steps back onto the field. Josh Allen's currently 2nd in the league in passing yards, just behind Patrick Mahomes. Joe Burrow is 3rd. 2nd and 10. Allen is pressured, sacks, fumbles the football, picked up by the Bills lineman, but it's a huge loss of 15. It's Will McDonald, who had a free rush at Josh Allen. Forces the fumble, but it's recovered. They're actually going to give that to Quinnen Williams. It wasn't Quinnen Williams. He made the tackle, though. But Buffalo now faces a 3rd and 25 in the snow. This feels like it's going to be impossible. But Allen's got time. Allen's got time. Allen's got time. Launches it deep. I don't even see who's there. It's incomplete. Double coverage. Cisco was in on that play. So was Thomas, intended for Khalil Shakir, complete, and that's going to be a Buffalo punt. Xavier Gibson returns this. I don't even know where the out of bounds is, honestly. You can't even tell. But we'll get really good field position at the Buffalo 33. Look at the passing average. We average 147 yards a game. We have -1. So that just shows you how great our passing attack is. 2nd and 9. Give Braylon Allen, cuts up the middle of the field. There's no Bills defender in that middle of the field. We motioned Breece Hall in the swing pass. Linebacker went with him. That meant there was nobody in the middle of the field. Braylon Allen 1st down. Motion Lazard. Give again. Breece Hall cuts back in the middle of the field. Breece Hall's in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. We are starting to put BTA on this Bills defense. Again, it's Breece Hall. Heavy snow, heavy rain, it doesn't matter. This guy can do it all. Bounced off. I want to say that's Armand Membo, and there was no Bills defender in the middle of the field, and we will extend our lead to 14 pending this extra point. Mevis' extra point is good, and we are up 21-7 over Buffalo. All right, how will the Bills offense respond? With all 3 timeouts to screen. James Cook, he's got blockers. James Cook's tackled inches short, and James Cook is injured on the play. It's not a good sign there. One of their top playmakers will step off the field. Back up Ray Davis in the game on 2nd and inches. Josh Allen, handoff Ray Davis. We're all over that. First met by 9. Jermaine Johnson cleans it up, and that's going to be a loss of 5. Motions Josh Palmer. We stepped off sides. They don't call it. Allen open, holds on to the ball. Malachi Moore tried to lay the hammer on him there. He holds on. 1st attempt. Bills going hurry up. It's Dawson Knox. Another catch goes nowhere. 3rd and 6. Allen slips and he's sacked. Quinnen Williams brings them down on 3rd down. Bills fans are booing. I feel comfortable not calling a timeout. Defense, it's in the snow. I get it. It's in the snow. Offense is playing good. Xavier Gibson back to return this one. Redirects. Down to 30. All right, after that 6-yard rush, we're just going to take in halftime. I'm fine, up 21-7 over the Bills. Our run game is the name. That's our entire offense is Breece Hall. So it's a good thing we got him down on a big contract as we'll go to the halftime report. See what's happening around the league. In the AFC North, we got the Steelers against the Ravens. There's no snow here. Lamar Jackson sits tall in the pocket, fires to an open target. Ravens win this one 27-7. So does that mean the Ravens won the AFC North? I don't know. That probably does mean that's probably why the Steelers didn't clinch a playoff spot when we checked it out. So it looks like the Ravens take the AFC North. We got an NFC East matchup, Commanders versus the Eagles, both teams at 9-7. Fields, it's an open target, runs over defender as the Eagles drop 35 on the Commander defense. Now we have the 6-10 Cowboys versus the 3-13 New York Giants. Both teams having disappointing seasons, as we see. Is that Jackson Dart? Yeah, it is Jackson Dart runs into the end zone. Giants up 14-7 over the Cowboys. That is it. Looking at the playoff picture for the AFC, you see the division leaders are the Steelers right now. I believe the Ravens will take that spot. But the Broncos looking to sneak in the playoffs. But we're up 21-7. We're controlling the game. We've only thrown 2 passes, but it doesn't matter. When Breece Hall has 174 yards and 3 touchdowns on the ground. We'll continue this dominant play on the ground in the second half. 3rd and 2, play action. Allen's going to scramble. He hasn't scrambled at all today. He's got big yardage. Gets it into jet territory. That's what happens when you. That's the risk you run when you do man coverage. You don't got eyes on the quarterback. Josh Allen takes advantage of it there. Handoff Ray Davis, 4 yards. 3rd down and 6 for Buffalo. They're going to go empty formation here. Josh Allen's looking. Josh Allen's going to scramble up the middle. We had QB contained, but not a QB spy. Josh Allen gets it to the 17. Finally brought down by Malachi Moore. Bills are starting to move here. 1st and 10. Allen's rolling. He's going to scramble again. Allen takes off. Allen down at the 2-yard line. Another tackle by Malachi Moore. But the Bills finally figured out how to score. They got at the 2. It's a QB run up the middle. Nobody is there. Touchdown, Bills. They get back on the board. This time it's a Josh Allen rushing touchdown. They cut the lead to 7. You can barely even see yet. Jesus. I love the snow. This is awesome. All right, now you look at the updated stats for Breece Hall. He's got over 1,600 yards and 14 touchdowns. It's now 3rd down and 10. Buffalo outside. Smith cuts it upfield, steps out of bounds. Rookie mistake. Didn't know where the sidelines were. It's going to be a 4th and 2 punt. 2nd and 10. Allen over the middle to Keon Coleman, who slips. As it's 3rd down and 1 for Buffalo. Give Ray Davis in. He is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. It's Mike linebacker Jamian Sherwood makes the tackle. And Buffalo's going to boot this ball back to us. 1st and 10 here. We're going to run the ball because of course we are. And we're going to end up losing a yard. We're down 11. It's a swing pass to Breece Hall. Good blocking by Garrett Wilson. Breece Hall breaks 2 tackles. Gets the 1st down, showing why he's the best running back in the league there on that play. 1st down at the 50. They're on an 8. Screen to Breece Hall in the snow. Good block. Gets outside. Breece Hall. There's no Bills defender near him. Breece Hall in the end zone. Touchdown. Jets. Best passing play so far, and it's a big one to none other than Breece Hall. This guy is our entire offense. Ran a screen there. Lineman got out there. Blocked the only guy in the way. And we are going to extend our lead back to 14, pending this extra point from Mevis. His extra point is good, and we are back up by 14. 1st and 10, play action. Allen's got time outside to Khalil Shakur. Nice tap, nice hit. Brandon Stevens knocks it loose. 2nd and 10, Allen over to Dawson, knocks open in the middle of the field, splits the safeties, gets the 1st down and into jet territory. 1st and 10, play action. Allen over the middle of the field. He's got Shakir. Breaks the tackle of Michael Carter. Gets the first down. Make it back down 7-point game. Short underneath. Khalil Shakir breaks the tackle. Brought down at the 4. Tackle Malachi Moore. Bills decide not to snap it with seconds left in the third quarter. We're going to the fourth. Buffalo's at the 4. We are holding on to our 28-14 lead. We'll see if our defense can make a goal line stand to start the fourth quarter. First and goal, Allen, slant! Khalil Shakir makes the grab in the end zone, touchdown, Buffalo. And just like that, it's back down to a 7-point game. Bills starting to put it together. But can they stop us on offense? We'll see what happens. All right, Breece Hall today, with that big receiving touchdown, has over 244 yards on the day. Hands off. Braylon Allen bounces around. Braylon Allen gets the first down. Hopefully, another Markham inches short. And then just Breece Hall's back in the game here. And we're going to get it to him. Swing pass. Breece Hall continuing his monster game. He's got to be close to 100 receiving yards. They're just not going with Breece Hall at all. Second and 11. Garrett Wilson makes the grab through traffic, gain of 8. Third down and 3. Stretch. Breece Hall. Breece Hall breaks the tackle. Breaks 2. Look at Breece Hall. He cannot be brought down. This guy's unbelievable. We do have injuries, though, to both teams. Mason Taylor's down for us, and Daquan Jones is down for the Bills. Handoff. Braylon Allen cuts back in the middle, breaks a tackle. Oh my gosh. They cannot stop us on the ground today. Another first down. Strained forearm. We're going to tape his wrist. We're going to throw him back out there. It's third down and 5. Fields going to try to scramble, and he can't. Can't outrun Shaq Thompson. They set a spy there. Try to throw it to square a little too late there. And we're going to attempt a 27-yard field goal here from Mevis. Mevis from 27 yards out doinks it. He doinked it. I even moved it to the left, and he still doinks it. That's no good. The Bills still have hope. They're only down by a touchdown now. Third and 4. We love blitzing linebackers on third down. He fumbles the football. It's picked up Michael Carter. He's going to take it to the house, but we'll see what replay says there. I think he might have been down, but we're going to celebrate right now. Michael Carter makes the biggest play he's made all season if it stands. But we'll see what replay says. Even if they overturn it, it's going to be fourth down for Buffalo. We'll see what the call is on the field. Yeah, they're going to mark him down. He's clearly down there. Bills will keep the ball on fourth down. But the Bills will have to give us the ball anyways. But it's not a touchdown at least, so they still are in this game. Mitch Wisnowski will boot this one to Xavier Gibson, who will return it, breaks the tackle to the 48. Fields will keep it, and he is met by Joey Bosa. One-handed tackle, loss of 3. It's now third and 14. Third down and 14. We're going to pass it here. Fields hits Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson gets the first down. Third and 14, must-pass situation, and we get it. That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Buffalo still has 3 timeouts. This game is not over, but a first down will end the game here. So we're going to motion Mason Taylor on the run. Breece Hall cuts back in the field, breaks another tackle. This guy's unbelievable, and that will seal it here in Orchard Park. What a day for Breece Hall. Second and 9, another give, Breece Hall. This time, Breece Hall is going to take it in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets, and we are running up. I did not even try to run up the score. The game's just set. We couldn't kneel it, I guess. So we just ran it, and he just happened to get in the end zone. I'm not trying to pile on, but it looks like we are, and we're going to score with 1:44 left. Buffalo has no timeouts. Mevis this time makes the extra point, and we're up 35-21. 3rd and 4. Allen launches it deep. It is intercepted. Michael Carter. And that will for sure do this one. This one's not going to get overturned. Michael Carter, can he have the speed to outrun every Bills player? And he will. Pick 6, Michael Carter. We are running up the score. We'll take it. We are giving it to Buffalo. We are absolutely dominating this game. It was tipped up. Michael Carter gets his touchdown in the end. That was Andre Sisco who forced the ball in the air. Michael Carter catches it and returns it all the way for a pick 6. And that for sure is going to seal this game. No way Buffalo comes back. And that will do it for Week 18. We come out and we blow out Buffalo on the road in the snow, 42-21. Bills fans are not happy, but they will go. But they're in the playoffs, and we're not. All that really does for us is give us momentum going into the next season, and actually kind of negatively affects us there. It affects our draft position, but I don't care. I want to win. Michael Carter got his touchdown anyways. Breece Hall had a monster game. Defense played good enough in the snow. As we check out the stats, Fields, we only threw 6 passes, but he completed 5 of them for 95 yards and a touchdown. Obviously, one of those was that big Breece Hall touchdown. Rushing, Breece Hall, 27 carries, 236 yards. Broke the previous record he had this year. He had 232 against, I want to say it was the Ravens. He has 236 against the Bills in the snow, 4 touchdowns. Braylon Allen even ran the ball 4 times for 44 yards. Receiving, Garrett Wilson, 2 catches, 25, but again, Breece Hall, 2 catches, 66 yards and a touchdown. Led the team in receiving yards, rushing yards, touchdowns. Arian Smith caught 1 ball for 4 yards. Jeremy Ruckert had a drop. Sacks, 1 led by John Simpson. Defensively, Jeremy Sherwood with 11. Malachi Moore in his first career start made some nice plays. He had 10 total tackles. TFLs, we had quite a few. 2 for Jermaine Johnson and Sherwood and Quinnen Williams. 1 for Zaire Barnes, who stepped in for the injured Quincy Williams. Will McDonald, Quincy Williams, Malachi Moore, Derek Nottie with TFL sacks. We had 3. Will McDonald had 1. Jermaine Johnson had 1. Quinnen Williams had 1. Looking at the interceptions, Michael Carter with 1 interception. 3 pass deflections for Stevens, 2 for Andre Sisco, 1 for Ezra Thomas. Even though he was starting, only recorded a pass deflection. Forced fumble from McDonald, it was recovered, but it was eventually overturned. Mevis missed his 1 field goal attempt. He doinked it, punted it 3 times. But there we go, a dominant win to finish the season. We finished the season on a 2-game winning streak against divisional opponents. That's it for the year 1. But after that monster game, Breece Hall does get an upgrade. I honestly don't know what we could really upgrade here. We'll go power back, I guess. We can get him some more break tackle, maybe some more trucking. He gets +1 awareness, break tackle, and then +2 to carrying. So he's now got 95 with the boost. He's playing up to a 94 overall. Yeah, he's the best running back in the league. I don't even think it's really close there. All right, but that concludes year 1. We finished the season on a 2-game winning streak, so we finished the season sitting at 8-9. But the off season will be streamed soon. Like I said earlier in the video, the Twitch should be on the screen, so you can go ahead and go there and follow that. If you click the bell, you should know when I go live, so be ready for that. But next episode, we'll go over the off season. We'll do some of the stuff we got here. We'll do trading, draft, free agency. We'll do all that stuff next episode. We'll go over some of the draft prospects. Actually, before we go ahead and end it, we do have a story. But we do have a top story regarding the quarterback. Draft preview. Who do you choose, Trayvon Bell or Channing Cloud? Yeah, I don't know why they're debating two third round guys, Trayvon Bell from SMU. Maybe we could take a quarterback, but probably not in the first 2 rounds. We could take a developmental quarterback because Justin Fields is we only have him for next year, and then he's a free agent. He's got A short accuracy, C throw under pressure. He doesn't have a good arm. He's not really fast. He's got good short. Would profile more as a backup quarterback if we were to take him. And then we have Channing Cloud from Pittsburgh. He's a scrambler. We only know he has C medium accuracy. He's got good to solid speed and good to solid throw power, so he can pass and he can run the ball a little bit. He's got B break sack, B throw on the run. He doesn't look too bad, but I'm not sure if I went over him. But I have this quarterback, Marcus Landry, late in the draft that I do like. He is 6'2", scrambler from Central Arkansas. He's got C deep, B throw under pressure. But he's got good to solid speed, great to elite throw power. So this guy has a rocket arm and he can scramble. The one thing I do like about Fields is that he can run, and it's an extension of the run. You know, if Breece Hall is getting these carries, we can just run read option or not read option. Yeah, read options the play with Fields. So I would want to keep some element of a Russian quarterback, and Marcus Landry could continue that. He's also got great to elite jumping. He can scramble. He's got a rocket arm. He's a player I definitely would want to bring in if given the opportunity. B break sack, D deep accuracy, B under pressure. He definitely wouldn't start. He would probably be maybe like mid 60s, but he could be a player who we could develop in the background while we keep Fields. But yeah, that's some more look at the draft class. But I'll go over the draft class in the off-season video, which I don't know when I'll do that. Again, like I said, it could be soon. So, again, go ahead, follow the Twitch, where we will do the full off-season. But hopefully you guys enjoyed today's episode, and I'll see you guys next time on Jets Franchise. Peace.